everybody from the judges to the fans seem to have their favorite performance by each of the contestants. So we asked the top 5 which of their own performances they like best. Let's take a look.
My favorite performance I did would have to be Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. I got to learn a new instrument, and I had a pretty solid performance vocally. I don't know, kind of all my songs are kind of have a rough spot vocally, but that one was actually pretty solid.
I would have to say that my favorite performance was Let It Be. Let It Be. I was the first performance on the big stage, top 12, grand piano, orchestra, the song, the audience, the love was there, and it was a great moment for me. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Oh.
Angels is like my favorite song to sing.
I'm loving angels instead.
I was really glad I was able to do it on the show and try playing piano with it, even though it wasn't the greatest thing, but I still really had a good time.
Kind of hard for me, I would say, The Year You Were Born, If I Were Your Woman. If I Were Your Woman, I just felt really connected to the song, and I just felt like I came out of my shell that week.
Music of the night. I knew that there were going to be people that thought I was going to spin this Andrew Lloyd Webber song on its head, and so I was stoked to go out and be able to do it like I knew I could do it and do it straight. Just kind of one of those moments. I was like, all right, see, I can do that too.
Right after the break, Christy Lee Cook comes back to tell us what has happened in her life since leaving the competition. Also ahead, David Archuleta reveals the one thing that can take the smile off his face, and we find out why Jason Castro's mom might be a little happy to have him out of the house. It's all coming up when we return with more American Idol Extra. Welcome back to American Idol Extra. Throughout the commercial break, we were singing Neil Diamond, and we all have been eliminated from the competition because we're not very good. You know, everybody has got a pet peeve. One of mine is how hard it is to get batteries out of the pack when you buy them. Isn't that just... Anyway, we caught up with the top 5 earlier this week to find out what gets under their skin.
One of my pet peeves is when people litter, when there's even like a trash can like 5 feet away from them, and they just like, wait, is that recycling? Oh, never mind. But, you know, try to keep stuff cleaner and looking nice.
Let's do one more. It's a little bit strong.
One thing that really bugs me is when people stand over my shoulder. It's just so like,
It really drives me crazy, just like not picking up after yourself, you know? And I know, like, at home, that's me. It drives my mom crazy. It's mostly just clothes, never trash. When I'm away from home, I tend to be a little cleaner than when I am at home, and it's kind of unfair to my mom. Sorry.
Let's get a quick rehearsal here.
oh my gosh. David Cook tells like these weird jokes.
Yeah, you could probably say I beat a joke into the ground from time to time.
Hey, Archie, you want to hear a joke?
Hey, Si, you want to hear a joke? Did you hear about the new movie they're making about pirates?
I haven't.
It's rated R. It's rated R. It's rated R. R.
Get the heck out of here.
It's rated R. Huh? You like that? Yeah, you do.
And he'll tell the same joke over and over again. I'm like, David, it's not funny.
Huh? You love it. Awesome. Loving it. You like it, huh? Huh?
What the?
With Idol now in its 7th year, many of this season's contestants have actually cheered and voted for their favorite idols for the better part of a decade. Earlier in the week, we talked to the top 5 to find out who their favorite idols were and why.
My favorite Idol alumni.
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
The emotional connection she has to pretty much everything that she sings. It's from that deep, you know, inner place that she has, and I think that's what every artist strives to do.
Probably my favorite winner is Carrie Underwood. I just met her recently, which made me like her even more because she was a really nice person.
I've been trying to rack my brain. I can't remember his name.
Tamara Gray,
He just had a really cool vibe about him and this really cool soul.
Jennifer Hudson, Jordan Sparks.
Michael Johns. That's the name. It was Michael Johns.
A lot of the contestants like Tamara Gray, Jennifer Hudson, Jordan Sparks, they just had unique traits about them that I admired and kind of have helped me to decide what I've wanted to do with my singing.
Chris Daughtry's probably my favorite Idol alumni. I just admire what he did, you know, and after the competition he put a band together and put out a really solid album.
The one I actually found the most entertaining was Blake Lewis. He was very innovative. He was kind of the first to really take songs and do a makeover on them all.
Kelly Clarkson!
Kelly Clarkson.
I just liked her voice.
I think you got to go with Kelly Clarkson. I think she came out of the gate, you know, and so set the tone for everybody else that's been successful on this show since.
Well, that is it for us tonight. Tune in next week for another great show. Last season's top 10 finalist Lakeisha Jones is going to be here to perform. Plus, we're going to find out how the top 4 handled songs from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And, of course, we're going to have the first in-depth interview with the eliminated finalists. You will only see it here on American Idol Extra. As we say goodnight, let's take one more look at Brooke White's final tearful performance. Good night, everybody.
LA's fine, but it ain't home. Arizona's home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am my cry. I am sad-eyed, and I am lost, and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely.